So good morning, everyone. I hope everybody can hear me. And so we start, I don't think anybody needs to be introducing me. I will start my presentation because this is one of my favorite topics about immunity. And Dr. Lim has been telling this for, I don't know, like 27 years. He's been teaching us one simple thing, that it's your body that heals you. And it's your immune response to a disease that decides whether you're going to heal or you're not going to heal. And how these products from nature, they can actually become one of the vital ingredients in building up your immune system. And this concept of his, he termed it as gynotherapy because it all began with Ganoderma. So if I have to move forward, I need to give you a slight explanation. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, so here when you see on the screen right now is the situation of the world. And if you look at the world today, is all currently affected by this little virus, the coronavirus. And it belongs to the SARS group, and it causes these respiratory distress syndrome. But the fact is, the reason that it has affected a vast population is because of the whole population being somewhere, I believe, the immunity has gone down very, very drastically low. So what is it? How can one build up his immunity? It's very important to know this. And can we really do that? So let me come to this point, this slide that I want to show you. You look at these viruses that have attacked the humans. I'm not talking about the bacteria and the fungi. I'm talking about the viruses because now we are dealing with one. And when you look at the viruses, the green one specifically is about the Spanish flu. In just 1 year, between 1918 to 1919, it actually affected 40 to 50 million people. And that's a huge number. And you look at the HIV/AIDS, the red one, 25 to 35 million people affected with this virus. That's another alarming thing, but we still are there. We still are there, and everything is fine. If the ones who have a strong immunity will definitely survive, and that's the case with everybody. Now, if you go further to understand the coronavirus cases, they are also spreading. The numbers are going high, but as people are dying, there are people who are recovering, and there are people who automatically, even if they are infected, they are not showing some signs. They're showing some mild signs and symptoms. That's it. But they are just carriers. They are not actually the ones who are going to go into the ICU, but they would affect somebody who can actually be having a weak immune system, and they could be the ones who could be spreading the disease. That is why this whole concept of containment and locking down ourselves in the home, so that even if I have a strong immune system, I should not become the carrier, to spread the infection within my family, because this virus definitely affects the ones who have a weakened immune system. And we all know with age, your immune system goes down. Young children, their bodies are still developing. They have the weak immune system. People who are suffering from chronic diseases like diabetes, high blood pressure, or even irritable bowel syndrome, respiratory conditions, all of these are highly prone for getting this infection and getting really affected very badly with this infection. So you see, the fact is, let us understand what is this immunity and can we build it up? Because now I'm seeing a lot of information. People are selling products. People are trying to use this vulnerable situation of humans right now. They are trying to pitch in products saying that take this and it will boost up your immune system. Take this and it will boost up your immune system. It doesn't work like that. Your immune system is like building up a building. It has to be done in a proper way over a period of time. That is why we in DXN have been telling people, consume your RGGL, take your spirulina daily, because over a period of time, it will build up your immune system. So people who have been doing that in DXN are definitely benefiting, because they have slowly over a period of time built up their immune system. They have maintained their health, and that is why they are going to remain healthy. So here, till today, or until recently, I think so, a couple of months back, we were all discussing about products and how to build up the immune system with the products. But as a psychotherapist, and I always believed there was a role of the mind, and the mind also played a very important role in building up your immune system. Because wherever there is consciousness, there is mind that is going to play a very, very important role. And if you look at your body is completely consciousness. You have cells that are born, the cells that die. Every day, this life and death cycle is happening every day. And sometimes there is attack, infections. There are white blood cells who go and attack and kill them. This whole thing is happening within you. There are bacteria, fungi in your gut. They build up your immune system. So many things happening in you. So you are living in a group of millions of living cells within you. And that's why I believe that mind plays a very important role. And that's exactly what happened when I met Dr. Lim. And he also agreed to that. And when on questioning, I realized that he is one of those Zen masters who has been practicing this kind of mindfulness technique, which was helping him to reset his mind daily. And that gave him the strength and the ability, the mind becoming so sharp that he was able to manage the whole business, spread the business, study, do so many things in the same 24 hours that we have. He was doing so many things because his mind was able to reset itself every time he did new act. And it was going to be a lost secret that was going to remain with him, but somehow with interactions, and we said, no, doctor, we need to give this same practice that you have been doing for last 50 years to the people too. And that's when the concept of shunya came in, the mindfulness practice. So the healthy body and the healthy mind, they together, they build up your immune system. So this message should be very clear that we need to have a healthy body and a healthy mind. And that's how you build up your immune system. Moving forward, we have seen that human race will survive any attacks from bacteria, viruses, fungi, any epidemics, pandemics. We will survive. But the ones who are healthy will survive. And when I say health, you look at our history, go back and trace our history, you'll realize that every civilization, all the healers were very close with nature. They picked up stuff from the nature, they knew the herbs, they knew all the foods, and they made these combinations and gave it to the people when required. But they were also teachers. They educated the masses on how to live, what to drink, what to eat. We have been bringing these traditions back for so many years. DXN basically is nothing but bringing the heritage of our ancestors, the practice of our ancestors to mainstream, in the current times. We are using all those historical facts about herbs and their application into real life. And Dr. Lim has been an amazing reader, a scientist, you can say, a researcher who has been diving deep into understanding how these people used these herbs. And that's how we got Ganoderma, that's how we got Spirulina, that's how we got Benoni, and that's how we're getting so many herbs, because Dr. Lim's quest to dive deep into the history and finding out what our ancestors gave us becomes a big asset. Now, why is this study? Why do we need to know these things? Because sometimes ignorance or just ignoring things, not even ignorance is something that you don't know, but sometimes you know and you still want to ignore. That's what majority of the people do when we try to tell them and pitch them about how food supplements are important and why you need to take in these supplements, and you talk about DX and people just ignore us. And this ignoring can be fatal at times, because somebody would be passing on some great information to you and you would just ignore it and you would miss a chance. And that's why I always believe ignorance can be more fatal than anything else. And that's why you need to have these knowledge sessions. You have to have these webinars, these teaching sessions, wherein you continuously upgrade your awareness about the facts that are available. So moving forward, you have to understand that within us is an immunity. Within us, there is a protective mechanism that can help us protect from various conditions and attacks, especially from the viral, the bacterial, and the fungal attacks. And once you realize that your body has the ability and it only needs the right resources so that it can fight back And the right resources, in simple words, is just good food. Simple, good food, high nutritious food. And if you can provide that to your body has the ability to rejuvenate and protect you. So what are these organs and how do they work together is very important, because immune system is like something that is not very visible to us. You don't see it. There is no measure in which you can find out, okay, now let me find out how much is your immune system. Is it good or bad? We don't know. We cannot find it out. Yes, but there are some markers, some indicators on the basis of which we can realize that yes, the immune system is going down, the immune system is coming up. We find all those up. And I'm at the end of this session, I'm going to give you these 6 markers on the basis of which you can actually find out and analyze whether your immune system is really good, or is it really bad, or is it moderate, and can you improve it? So I'm going to give that at the end of the session. But right now, it's very important to know some of the vital organs that are very, very important organs that build up the immune system. And what are those organs? To start with, first let us understand the language of the immune system. The immune system, when it acts to protect us, it does so in 4 different ways. It will create a kind of pain, swelling, warmth, and redness. So if you understand this, that every time your body is experiencing pain, there is some kind of swelling around your body parts, you feel feverish, your body is warmer than normal, or if there is some inflammation in your body, that means your immune system is active. Somewhere it is active. This is exactly what you would see if a thorn pricks you. This is exactly all the 4 symptoms you'll see. This is when the immune system gets triggered. Now, you try to analyze and think. Many times we go through pain, and what do? We pop in a painkiller. That's it, to suppress the pain. Many a times we have high-grade fever when we are running an infection. What do? We pop in an antipyretic tablet to reduce the temperature. Many a times we have inflammation. What do? We pop in an anti-inflammatory pill. Many a times we have swelling in your body or other parts of the organs. What do? We take a diuretic and we see that the swelling goes off. These are ways of actually suppressing the language of the immune system. When your immune system was trying to do something, you ignored it completely. You looked at the symptoms. Now here you have to understand, you don't need modern medicine to do this. Always. You can use it in an emergency situation like today, when we would need the modern medicine. But most of the time, all the time, I think you can go with the natural ways. Like if you look at our Ganoderma, can work on all 4 things. It helps to reduce pain, it reduces your fever, it can reduce your inflammation, it is a fantastic diuretic, and you see, it actually works on your immune system, and there are enough studies to prove that. So, moving forward, what weakens our immune system is the drugs that we have been taking to suppress the language of the immune system. And second is that we have been living a lifestyle and providing the immune system with foods that don't help it to become strong, but gets weaker and weaker and weaker. So all the junk food is going to make a junk system, a junk immune system. And then it's like, how can you build up a strong immune system when your food itself is not right? So when you look forward, you have to understand the difference between other supplement companies and DXN, because now suddenly the whole world has woken up. We have just, realized, they have woken up from a dream that, oh, now we have to do something. We have to take good supplements. We have to do, boost our immune system. But they might go wrong here too, because suddenly they will start talking about vitamin C, vitamin D, your calcium supplements, your omega-3, omega-6 fatty acids, this and that, all the micronutrients. But micronutrients cannot just build up your immune system. You need proper food. So this particular category of supplements is called medicinal supplements. It can help you to change your lab values. It can help you for just changing some symptoms for some time. But it cannot be one of the major things that can build up your immune system. Look at people now. Every day they pop up a pill and they say, I am taking this vitamin C, I'm taking this pill. But it is not going to help over a period of time. It's just going to make sure that your lab values are right. But what does DXN have to offer? DXN has a range of food supplements, proper food supplements. So while a tablet will contain vitamin C, one of our RG will contain almost 400 nutrients. You cannot compare them both. This is a completely different range. And we are talking about superfoods. These foods have immense potential to actually support and boost up your immune system and also build up your immune system over a period of time. So going forward, you have to realize that your immune system is like the police and the army. Your police is meant to maintain peace and harmony around your society. Similarly, your immune systems, you can actually Google around and search for the immune cells and how they behave under a microscope. You can find out how leukocytes, the white blood cells, they exactly are like this police. They go and they check. So there is a cell, they go and knock the cell and they see if the cell is okay, if it's affected with the virus or not. Then they move out. They just keep on floating like like an amoeba. They just keep on moving here and there, checking and doing a surveillance around in your body, checking for the dead cells, checking for the viruses, the bacteria. And if they find a bacteria, they actually chase. You see those things. Actually chase, like a police finding, if they find a robber or a murderer, they will chase, run, and everything exactly like that happens. You should watch that YouTube videos. And then when you see the way they act, they will just keep on surveillance, but they have the skill to even watch out for some cells that are misbehaving, like the cancer cells, and they engulf that and they kill that too. So it's a fantastic system that we have, like the police system. But on the other hand, the immune system is also has the ability to attack, and prevent from any other foreign infections, like a viral attack or something. At that time, it acts like the army. And what does the army need? Good ammunition, good strength, good power. And where does that come from? It comes from in your body. It comes from your food you eat, not medicine. Medicine can be supportive to that, but we don't need medicine. We need it's kind of food supplements. We need the superfoods like medicine, antibiotics and all those things can be like ammunition. But if the soldier is weak, what is the point of having all the ammunition? It's not going to work. So we need both. At time of infection, you need good supplements, food supplements, as well as then modern medicine can help to support that function. So this is very important to understand. So in simple words, if I have to make this very, very clear, how do you build up your immune system? In two simple words: good nutrition and good detoxification. That's it. And you are a fantastic immune system. And you can do that over a period of time. Now, what are the organs that are very closely related to building up the immune system? The first one is your kidneys. For me, I think if the most important organ in your body is this pair of bean-shaped organs called as kidneys. Their job is continuously to filter your blood, throw out all the toxins from the blood and in the form of urine. So all the water-soluble toxins are thrown out by the kidneys in the form of urine. Now, if you look at your body is almost 70-80% of fluid, water. So majority of your cleansing is done by these two organs. And these two organs are very much responsible to build up your immune system. And exactly on these two organs lie another pair of organs called as the adrenal glands. These glands, they secrete the kind of steroids that is meant to reduce the inflammation. They help in the healing process. So when the health of the kidneys is good, the health of the adrenal glands is also very good. So how does DXN help? DXN's Ganoderma is primarily responsible for maintaining your health of the kidneys. And when you see, somebody asks us, how do you prove that? Is it effective? Like if I take a painkiller, I see my pain going down. It shows. I take a antipyretic, I see my temperature going down. These supplements are kind of just fad. It doesn't show anything. But we can prove it. How does it work? Because if you look at Ganoderma, when you take Ganoderma, or even if you drink a Ganoderma-based coffee, you realize your urination increases. You see that the way it acts is on the kidneys. And because your urination increases, you see that you have a cleansing effect. So this is a functional food. It shows its function immediately within a half an hour or so. So it's not something that we are talking just for the sake of talking. So this is another very, very important food supplement that you need to consume every day. And we have been telling that at least take 2 capsules 3 times a day for a period of time. But in situations when you have an infection, when you're affected, you need to go for mega dosages because your body needs extra cleansing, extra detoxification. And that's when you need to take a higher dose. So it could go up 2 times like 12, it could go up 3 times like 18, but you need to take up depending on your situation and depending on your age. Whom can you give this? Everyone. Primarily, whom should be given in this period? People who are already having chronic conditions. They need to take this on a high dose. Then children, you need to give them a good dosage so that they also have a good cleanse. So this is fantastic for everyone. Moving forward, we have the 3 other organs which are very important for your immune system. This is the heart, the spleen, and your liver. Now these 3 organs are responsible for your blood. The heart pumps your blood, the spleen recycles your blood, and your liver, basically what it does is it cleans up your blood. So all these 3 organs are again a very important part of your immune system. If they are healthy, your immune system is healthy. But their health depends on the health of your blood. And your blood needs to be alkaline. Blood needs to have all the nutrients. Only then these organs can be doing good. Now imagine your cells are dying a lot. So your spleen has to work a lot. That's when it has to work a lot, it results in splenomegaly. The spleen actually overworks and gets huge. If your blood is more acidic, and then your liver has to work a lot. And then you could land up to having hepatomegaly. If your blood is more thick and like in diabetic or something, then your heart has to work a lot, pump more viscous blood. It has to pump a lot. So you look at these 3 organs, their health depends on the health of the blood. And we have here spirulina, which is known to be a complete food source, a complete food rich with nutrients, all the amino acids, all the minerals, all the vitamins, whatever the body needs. This simplest form of food can provide you with everything. And if you realize it's so safe, from a child to an adult, to an old person, to a sick person, everybody can consume it. So in definition, always remember the difference between a herb and a food supplement, especially the superfood supplements. These food supplements should be used by everyone, no matter what their age is, what their condition is. These come in the category of food supplements. So everything that DX and DL says with food supplements. Herbs are different. Like ginger, you cannot give a newborn child, it's a herb. It comes into the herb category. So that is the difference. And that's why I want to tell you very specifically that these food supplements are important, not herbs only. These food supplements are important to build up your immune system. So you understand, taking 2 capsules 3 times a day over a period of time definitely helps in making your blood more alkaline, providing you with the nutrients, reducing the inflammation in your body. Fantastic. It's kind of, as soon as the inflammation reduces, your pain reduces, your swelling reduces, your body temperature goes down, you start feeling good. That's exactly the language of the immune system. So you support the immune system with taking spirulina. In this period, take a handful of that. As much as you take, the good for your blood, and you will produce more alkaline blood. Now, moving forward, another set of organ which is very, very important, and in current times during the COVID situation, I think this is one organ that you need to watch out for. The lungs. Lungs are the seat of the maximum immune cells being lined up inside. Now, if you look at the lungs basically, the job is to provide you with the oxygen and also to throw out the carbon dioxide and other water vapor from your body. So exactly like the kidneys, what the kidneys do with the urine, this set of organ does that with water vapor, right? Through water vapor, it actually throws out all the carbon dioxide and other gases that are not good for a body, which is the byproduct of the respiration. Now, you have to understand, because of the metabolism, there are 2 kinds of toxins produced. One are water soluble, which go down. One that is fat soluble, which go down to the stool. The other are kind of the air and that has to go out through the lungs. So this is another detoxifying organ. Now here, if you look at the lungs, when you breathe in, every breath you take, you are actually taking in millions of bacteria, viruses, fungi every time you breathe, but you don't get affected every now and then. But there are some viruses which can bypass that and cheat you, and actually in an immunocompromised person, they can affect very drastically. By the time the body realizes that there is an attack, the immune system becomes so active that it goes into fighting. But the rate of multiplication of this particular virus, for example, the coronavirus, is so high that the rate of fighting the immune cells or the building of the immune cells is not going to match up. And the persons whose immunity is low, they don't have the resources to build up more cells, they actually get compromised. So who are more likely to be affected by this condition of COVID is the ones who are smokers, ones who are suffering from respiratory illnesses, then children, their lungs are still developing, old people, their lungs are already getting compromised. So these are the people you need to watch for. Now, one more thing, as I told you, in inflammation, there is fluid collection, because there is swelling. So most of these victims, when they have this attack of a virus, you'll see one very important sign. There is pleural effusion. There is water accumulation in the lungs. Now, here is a food supplement that really works well in this condition because it helps in taking out the water out, and that is our RGGL, our Ganoderma. In higher mega doses, it can really help the person who's also affected. So while they're continuing their line of treatment, a good food source can also help build up the immune system and fight the condition. Moving forward, which are the products that can really help? You look at beverages. Beverages are important because you need this fluid overload. If you have good fluid in your body, your immune system through the lungs can work very, very nicely. Then you have a fantastic, so we have coffee and tea, and we have a variety of beverages that you can choose from. And I, at this moment, would request everybody to drink as much beverages as you can, not just plain water. So you can drink as much beverages as you can. Then we have a fantastic mushroom, cordyceps. Cordyceps is known to act on your lungs, and it can improve your lung efficiency. It can build up your immunity around your lungs. So definitely take that around 2 to 4 capsules, 2 to 3 times a day in this particular period. Definitely you should take. Okay, then let's move forward. The another set of organs that are very important for your immune system is your nervous system. Okay, so the another set of organs, so the nervous system is a very important set of organs. So now the nervous system, they are like the controllers, and they play a very important role in the immune system. So people with them lot of stress in the conditions where they are suffering from mental illness, they have a weak immune system. And for that, we have a fantastic product range in DXN. The food supplement is again a virgin coconut oil, and we have lion's mane mushroom. These are known to have the effect in building up a stronger nervous system so that we have the ability to fight any kind of infection. Moving forward, we go to the gastrointestinal system, your gut. And your gut is the seat, the ultimate seat where your immune cells, they take in the information, they build up. It's like a data center, continuously collecting data of what you eat, what you're doing, and passing it on to the immune cells. So what you eat is what your immune system will become. So very, very important. When you take good food supplements, your immune system slowly gets the message that good stuff is coming in, all these cells are getting nourished, everything is good. Your immune system automatically becomes strong, vigilant, more effective in fighting and combating various conditions. Now, for that, we have a fantastic supplement. Again, it's a fruit juice. It's just a fruit, Morinda citrifolia, and a juice made of that. So people still ask me, how much should I take? They think this is medicine. They ask me 20 ml, 30 ml. But we never ask how much should I take mango juice, tomato juice. This is a fruit juice. Only thing is this fruit is not so tasty. So we have to mask it up. We have to make it up in such a way that this fruit becomes, because it is bitter, a little different taste. We don't enjoy it. But at the end, it's a fruit juice. Like Laszlo shows how to drink the whole bottle. You can drink it if you can afford it, or else at least drink as much as you can. This is a fantastic period in which you can drink. Why is it good? Especially for your gut, because it helps in maintaining your gut health. It helps to your liver. It's liver protective. It helps in reducing your inflammation, any kind of pain in your body, any kind of inflammation. Morinda citrophilia is known for that. And there are many cases of people who only on this particular fruit, this tropical fruit, have shown amazing effects. So looking forward, you see, we in DXN, we talk about food, proper food. We talk about why it is important to supplement your diet with these superfoods and why it should be your daily affair, not in a situation where you're suffering from a disease, only that. This should be your daily affair. You have a wide range to choose from. Yeah. And you can get back to your nearest stockist and you can find out so many product ranges we have. And we in DXN, we actually are giving you a lifestyle. So while you continue to live your life, adding DXN into your life is adding a healthy lifestyle into your life. And then slowly building up your immune system. Especially these two emperors, they are holding a mushroom. That's definitely a Ganoderma mushroom in their hand. And this is a message for us. The message is very simple and clear, that to fight humans, we need to have guns or swords. But to fight something that we don't know, that comes from nature, you would need a weapon that comes from nature itself. So probably they knew the secret, that the attacks like viral infections or bacterial infections or fungal infections, you needed the support of good food supplements that could become a part of fighting back during these conditions or during these attacks. And that's how they maintained their civilization. And if you know the history of Ganoderma, Ganoderma was considered to be a royal food. Only the royal families were supposed to have it. And that's why it is regarded one of the top most herbs. It's known as the king of herbs because it was used by the kings and it was the best herb. It's because of Dr. Lim that we have today the possibility of holding one mushroom in our hands, consuming mushrooms every day, consuming spirulina, all these things, because he ventured completely into farming and processing the best quality food supplements that were very much necessary for the today's time. And in future, it is going to be the most needed products for everybody. And you people, since you are part of DXN, you are going to, and you're distributors of DXN, you have one of the greatest assets today. While the economy is collapsing, the economy is going to be affected, one thing that people will be definitely paying attention this time is their health. And they are going to look out for food supplements that could help them. And that's where DXN is going to play a very important role. And now, let me summarize everything again. All these organs that I talked to you, they are very, very important organs. And we have a range of food supplements that can help. But during this lockdown period, start to analyze how can you take these supplements and boost up your immune system, double, triple the dose. It will be good for you at this time. And it will help you protect yourself during these worst situations. So I think I wrap this up here. Thank you so much for the time. It's almost 8:30 p.m. in India, and I'm sure people there are all so much. And good night from this side, and take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.